Can you stop? Can you stop doing that? Can you stop doing that? Stop being intolerant. Stop being intolerant, man. You're being very intolerant, man. Man, you're being very intolerant. Man, you're being very intolerant.
I've had enough of
Man,
this.
you're being very intolerant.
Then just walk away, ma'am. Walk away then. Walk away.
Yeah, stop. You're being very intolerant, man.
I've had enough of this.
Then just walk away.
Why are you? You're gonna hurt somebody because you're tired of what you don't. Man, you're very bigoted, man. Get away from me, yeah. You're very bigoted. This is why Christ came down the cross for people like that. People who are so bigoted, my friends. You can't even act normally with at least decent decorum around people who disagree with you.
The funniest thing about modern leftist ideology is they claim that people are intolerant, but if people were truly intolerant, their ideology just wouldn't exist. In fact, society is so tolerant that people forgot that they can get punched, and so they act like that.
If I had to choose, like, hey, who do you want showing up at your house to try to rescue people from a burning fire? My answer would be big dudes, right? Regardless of their race, because they can get into houses, they can pick up people, they are able physically to do things that smaller dudes typically, and certainly smaller women cannot. In other words, the physical nature of certain jobs does suggest that they shouldn't be DEI laden. And what you see is the moment there's an actual crisis, it is a crisis, right? You're showing up at legitimately a burning building, kicking in doors, trying to save lives. The more serious the job is, the more ridiculous it is to focus on DEI. Plane flying, surgeries, firemen, things when people's lives are on the line. I want the baddest ass person who's best able to do the job. I don't give a damn what they look like.
Yeah, it's because we're catering our society to a group of adult children that are so fragile they can't live in reality. And you can say all day that women are better at some things, but if you suggest that men are better at some things, people are going to throw a hissy fit because, again, we're catering our society to grown adults who don't have a grasp on reality. There are consequences to this, by the way. The truth of the matter is reality is unfair and reality is cruel, and because people don't want to accept that, they don't want to accept reality.
My name is Captain Jennifer Wilcox. My pronouns are she, her. I am a Caucasian female wearing a black shirt uniform with eyewear and a black hat.
The fire is happening right now. You're like, your neighbor's house is on fire. You're like, what? She's fucking wearing a black hat? Come on. Speed through this. And then the interpreter, who's at everything, he's been busy going crazy. Half the thing he's describing is just the nothing. The scenery. The city burned down because you guys didn't prepare properly. And we're talking about what we're wearing. So like a blind person listening can like, oh, okay. Fire lesbian with a black hat and eyewear.
The apocalypse is coming. Wicked, evil, exhibit A of a hoochie right here. You're probably a hoochie mama. You probably left your kids with baby daddy. You probably left your kids with your grandma. You're out here living like a whore.
They should have let bro cook. His insults started to intensify at the end. And I can't show you a video that better describes current America. Half of the country's waiting for the second coming of Christ, and the other half is praying to rocks and having orgies.
My question is, along like the ideas of you wanting to, quote, eradicate transgenderism, how does homosexuality fit into your new America?
Yeah, sure. Well, again, I wouldn't call it a new America. I'd call it America as it was until about 5 minutes ago. You know, I don't think it's all that new. People either misunderstood me or just believed the lying media that defamed me in many cases. But when one says transgenderism ought to be eradicated from public life entirely, one is obviously speaking, as I just said, about an ideology. And the reason it has to be eradicated is because it posits a false view of human nature. It just doesn't describe the truth. Whereas when you describe something like homosexuality, you're talking about behaviors among people that's rather different than an ideology, right? You're not talking about a competing conception of human nature exactly. You're not talking about a competing conception of the relation between the body and the soul. You're not talking about castrating little kids. You're just saying that, you know, some guys like dancing the YMCA. Outside of a Trump rally. At a Trump rally, it's completely straight, but outside of a Trump rally, it's a little bit more suspect.
The T in LGBT was always going to be the downfall of the LGB. The LGB got their momentum from claiming moral high ground, and the moment the T came in and started saying we should chemically castrate kids, they lost that moral high ground. They started to say we couldn't talk about objective reality and were willing to use force to enforce that. And that's when they lost all moral high ground. Now nobody cares.
I don't have any coins. All I have is a 50, so no.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Pickpocket! Pickpocket! Give me it! Give me it! Where's the money? Give me it! Where's the money? Why did you steal the 50 bucks? I understand. No, I seen it. It's on camera. What the fuck? It's on camera. Why did you steal the money? Get it out your pocket. She has it. She has it. We have it on camera. 4K. You're done. No, they took pickpocket. They pickpocket. Took my boy's money. Bro, can you get off me? No, they took my boy's money. Calling the police? You calling the police? Okay. I'm not gonna lie. If she wasn't racist, she's definitely racist now. Oh my. Yo, what the fuck?
That's mic audio.
Bro, is this like the SWAT team? Oh, they're taking her in. They're taking her in. Yo, I know someone's in the comments gonna be like, man, like, she didn't do nothing wrong. She's pretty. Free her. Yo, y'all gonna comment that.
All she had to do was get her $50 back and it wouldn't have been an issue. Every good criminal is supposed to know when the jig is up.
What happens if you're trans and you get dementia? Like when you're old and you just start forgetting stuff? Do you just go back to like default settings and then you're just gonna be like, where'd it go?
So he's a 10 out of 10, but he's a hardcore Christian man. What is he now?
0. I'll give him a 4.
And why do you say 0?
I believe in science.
You believe in science while wearing not one but 2 crosses around your neck. The cross isn't an accessory, it's a religious symbol. Why is Christianity the only religion that's socially acceptable to disrespect?
Because it's so much fun, Jan. Get it?
Oh, really? Quentin, would you say this movie teaches girls to be empowered by being violent and vicious, just like boys in the movie?
It empowers women, but it empowers girls by the fact that Uma Thurman is a female warrior. She's a female avenger. Right. Revenge is like one of the classic staples in drama. And to have girls not only the girlfriends in movies. This is a movie about women. They're not about cute girls going,
it's about killer women.
All right, with their butts and their T-shirts that stop below their belly button, asking permission to kick ass. These girls just kick ass. They're warriors. They live by a code of honor, and they die by that code of honor, too.
And innocent people die along the way. It's about that kind of thing.
No, innocent people die along the way because unfortunately, that's the story of revenge. Revenge is messy. It never works out the way you want it to.
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence?
Because it's so much fun, Jan.
Really?
Get it?
Oh, really? Okay, I'd like to see you walk down the street and get attacked by some kids who've just seen your movie.
But you see, Jan, you're all messed up because you're talking about real life.
Oh,
and I'm talking about the movies. You got to get it straight. Now, if you want to talk about the movies, we'll talk about the movies.
Okay, and kids at 12 can tell the difference. You tell their parents that, Quentin.
I saw movies when I was a kid. I saw all the movies that I'm basing my movies on are the movies I saw. And yes, kids go to a movie theater. They can tell the difference. Maybe you couldn't when you were a kid, but I could. But you know what, Jan? I don't think I made it for you.
I bet you didn't, and I'm glad you didn't.
Well, don't worry about that, baby.
Non-negotiable, Kill Bill is easily top 5 female leads. It's somewhere up there with Terminator and Mulan. By the way, some of these people's whole identity and livelihood is tied to them finding issues where they don't exist. You're never gonna bend enough for these people. What we need is enough strong men to go, shut up, we don't care.
What is he doing? They're mad corny for that.
No one lives in reality. Everyone uses alcohol to avoid their pain. No one's in good shape. No one eats real food. Everyone's given up on their dreams. You need to realize that it is literally so easy to get into the 1% nowadays. If you just look around at all of your competition, everyone is a consumer. Everyone is having their mind and their body hijacked and manipulated by the world around them, and they do not have the presence and health to think for themselves. You need to stop consuming and start creating. Stop thinking and start acting. And most importantly, you need to start filling your mind with things that serve you and inspire you to do more in this life. You have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity sitting in front of you right now, and the only person that is holding you back is yourself.
Humans are super endurance creatures, and one of the first forms of hunting was persistence hunting. Persistence hunting is where people would chase and track down animals, and because we have built-in air conditioning, which is basically sweat, we would chase the animals until they overheated and essentially just gave up. It never ceases to amaze me that we're these fragile biological creatures that can look into space, into the infinite of the void, and say, one day I'm going to beat you or die trying. Human power doesn't come from biology, it comes from the ideas that we can't explain plane that transcends biology. Curiosity, perseverance, the want to be remembered. I guess what I'm trying to say is you only lose if you give up on your task. You can fail 1,000,000 times and all you got to do is win once. And if you use your perseverance and try 1,000 times, statistically speaking, your chances of winning once just goes up. Your endurance and your perseverance is your greatest asset. The more you endure and the more you persevere, the greater the story told. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special. That's Help a Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.